guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and we have a brand new EZA live in-game. It is the STR Janemba EZA. Now, he is weak to the Fusion category team. Now, you know, Fusion definitely has some problems. The category is just still so small. Again, it's just the stupidest thing in the world that they don't have, like, Super 17 on here and stuff like that. And people are gonna go, oh, it's the Fusion Dance category. Yeah, Fusion Dance category, right? With shit like this. Like, oh, the EX Fusion from the game. Like it's dumb, right? Like, duh. Like, they need to just add, like, Super 17 and some of these characters onto this category as well. It's just clear as day, right? Plus, the category does need help. We need new Fusion units. Because, like, take a look at the STR Janemba, right? So STR Janemba, he's obviously STR, he's weak to Fusion. So this is what we have in terms of AGL Fusion units, right? So, you know, the new Veku is, of course, very easy to farm, so you guys should be able to have him. LR Trunks and Goten will be great here because, you know, type advantage against an EZA like this, just to get to, like, stage 30, you're not going to have issues. Obviously, like, the AGL Gogeta, this AGL Gotenks is okay, but, like, I haven't really link leveled him at all or anything like that. The secondary weakness that Janemba has is Int. Now, that's where you're going to be in a really good position, right? Him being weak to Int opens up Int Gogeta's EZA, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who is, like, practically the best unit on the team, and then, obviously, the Int, you know, transforming Gotenks as well, right? So we are going to be able to have enough units here. And then, even, like, you know, there's a bunch of good free-to-play options, like this Gotenks and Ghost. If you have him fully EZA'd, he's going to be outstanding here, I think, for free-to-play players and stuff like that. Especially because the Gotenks and Ghost, he does heal with Rainbow Orbs, right? Like, again, like, he's going to be super big for, like, me trying to take down the Fusion Extreme category stage, which is just, like, impossible. Like, it's like, it's just, like, the Fusion category just does not have the guns necessary to take down that stage, no item. It's just very unfortunate. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We shouldn't really have any issues whatsoever. I'm just using STR Gogeta as our leader. I mean, obviously, we probably want to go AGL Blue Gogeta, but that's just who I've been... Yeah, actually, people probably have them up, now that I think about it. Let me double check. Yeah, he is up. Okay. Because AGL Blue Gogeta, for the longest time, he was actually really hard to find. But now, I guess because of Janemba's EZA, people do have him up. Okay, so we'll put you in there. And then maybe I'll just go with the AGL Gotenks right there. I could do, I mean, Brapan would work fine to give Ki. Or we can go in, let's go Int Gotenks, actually. Int Gotenks will work really well. Because Int Gotenks, right, he does get a 50% defensive increase when he super attacks. Which, I mean, even in the extreme category stage, which, you know, is, again, brutal, he's really able to work well defensively. We got pretty good luck here in terms of Ki, I think, as well. This is going to allow... Well, not for the AGL Gogeta at the end. Yeah, damn it. That's kind of one thing that does hamper Fusion a little bit, too, is that a lot of the Gogetas and the Gotenkses don't work the greatest. Because, like, you know, a lot of these Gotenkses, they don't have Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed. Like some of them do. It's a weird... Like, base and Super Saiyan Gotenks, it's usually pretty weird. So the one link that they're sharing with the Gogetas is usually Fuse Fighter, right? Whereas the Gogeta units are always super good because, you know, they got Over in a Flash, they can have Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fuse Fighter, like, they've got it all, right? So that kind of creates, like, a little bit of a issue sometimes. If you're using some Gogeta units and also some Gotenks units. I bet Int Gogeta's EZA is so powerful, we probably don't even really have to worry about anything right here. We could probably just sit him right there in this front slot, and he's not going to have to take damage. I've found this Int Gogeta to be ridiculously impressive. I am, it's like, I feel like, you know, sometimes there's units where it's like, you know, I think they're better than they are right away, and then as time goes on, I kind of, like, fade off on them a little bit, or units I, like, you know, really start to like a lot more as I use them a lot. Like, a unit that comes to mind is Bojack, right? Bojack, I saw his info and stuff, and I was like, I think Bojack will be okay, you know, cooler's better. And then upon using Bojack, I actually really like Bojack. I like his design. I like the way he supports his category as much as he does, and he pretty much is only working on his category. I like that quite a bit. So, like, Bojack is a character that has really grown on me as, you know, time has gone on. That Int Gogeta EZA, the Super Gogeta EZA, I really like what they did with him. You know, because you get the 1 rainbow orb, he gets a chance to dodge, which is good for difficult content. You get a 2nd rainbow orb, and then he gets another 40% attack, which is really good. Now, the 3rd rainbow orb is not the biggest deal, because at the 3rd rainbow orb, that's where he gets 50% chance to crit, which, I mean, obviously that's super good, but it's not the most necessary thing in the world. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump in again like this. Or again, remember that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I mean, for this team we're running, he is head and shoulders the best unit on this team. And, like, he is just, like, daddy long dick in here. Like, I guess that's the phrase we could use to describe in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He is beyond uber powerful. He is so... I love in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He is, like, easily, like, top 5 most fun units in the game to me. Just how ridiculously overpowered the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is. Immediately, turn 1, no restrictions, no bullshit, good link set. It's just, he is dominance personified. Like, 3.51 is the attack set he puts up right there, but then he's super effective against all types. Like, he is so ridiculous. It's just absolutely absurd. Okay, so because he dodged that attack right there, oh no, there was only 3 attacks. I was gonna say, like, now we can't get his active skill if we get back to a couple turns from now. That's sort of the one thing about that Gogeta, is that his active skills sometimes, I guess, can be a little bit tricky to get, right? Because you do have to take damage 4 times. And, you know, you would think, like, oh, that's so easy. But, oftentimes I've found it actually can be a little bit... I don't really want to say hard, but sometimes it can be a little bit tricky getting the 4, attacks in very, very early, right? Like, being able to take in that damage, like, super early. And then be able to use his active skill on, like, turn 3 or something like that. Like, it's definitely possible, but... you know, because, like, that's one thing, like, Fusion, Extreme Super Battle Road, like, runs that have been really good for me are ones where, like, you know, you can get Gogeta on, like, turn 1, and then in that turn 1, you're able to get hit all 4 times, and then he's able to rock that active skill fairly quickly, right? That usually is really good for him. Wow, okay. We're moving pretty slow here. Even Trunks and Goten full 24 key, because I actually have been working on Trunks and Goten lately, too, for their link levels. I was sort of preparing for this. Right now we get the transformation animation and all this stuff is going off. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This Gotenks, I mean, people know, but, like, he gets infinitely better after he transforms. Like, when that Gotenks transforms into Super Saiyan, he becomes so good. He is like a Super Battle Road god level unit. You know, if you get lucky with all of his defensive procs, and then also he's got the 70% chance to stun, which is really good. So again, that Gotenks is not what I would consider a bad unit whatsoever. And he's very good for difficult content, right? Again, even for, like, these stages in here, like these Easy A stages, that Gotenks can do very, very good work. As long as he's able to super attack first. We'll do one more stage and then I'll finish up. A lot of people too, by the way, have asked me to, like, oh, like, why don't you try and get to, like, you know, I don't know, stage like 500 plus and stuff like that, and like the AGL Broly Easy A and all these Easy A's. That's something I always used to have a lot of fun doing. The only reason I'm not doing it right now is because I'm prioritizing link leveling instead, right? Like, there's still so many characters that I want to get link leveled, and then after that, then I'm going to worry, I'll get back to getting far in Easy A's, right? Because, like, you know, a perfect example is, like, again, like LR Trunks and Goten, right? Like, I actually started working on them a couple days ago because I realized that they'd be really good for this Janemba Easy A. And I was like, oh, okay, let me get some of their link levels, you know, leveled up a bit so that they'll be able to perform a bit better in this Easy A stage. But, like, you know, prior to that, like, I had them at just, like, full pretty much level 1, right? Like, I have a lot of characters, a lot of powerful characters in my box that I've never really used and stuff like that. Like, I still need to keep grinding up their link levels and stuff like that. Like, all the new, you know, really good units that have come out recently, you know, like that, most of this Fusion team, most of the Fusion category, I do have at full level 10 links. One of the main reasons is for, like, the Fusion no item run stuff. But not only do a lot of these guys have full level 10 links, but you look through, I have, like, really powerful equips on a lot of these characters too. Like, it's Gotenks, like, you just go through, they're all, like, really, really strong equips and link levels and stuff like that. Because, again, I've been sort of, like, preparing to take down that Fusion extreme category stage, but it is just, it's just beyond brutal. Like, that's like Super AGL with PyCon, it took me like 5 attempts to no item that stage, right? Or something like that. But like, I've already done, since I got AGL no items, I've done the fusion stage maybe like 250 plus times or something like that. Like, seriously. And like, I've only made it to the final fight like like 4 or 5 times or something like that. It is just a brutally difficult stage. And part of the reason it's so tough is because fusion doesn't have any great defensive units, right? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I guess, does count, but like, you know, his super attack counter at 50% is definitely like worse than what the tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta used to have. Int Gotenks can be good if he super attacks first, but a lot of it is like slot 1. It's the same issue that Super AGL used to have, right? Where it's like slot 1. Like we need the help in slot 1. That's the issue that where I'm running into in Fusion Extreme Super Battle Road, is that like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 1 is totally perfect. He could usually get the job done. Occasionally I lose because he dies, but most of the time Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like completely good in slot 1, right? But then on the second rotation, Int Gogeta, Int Super Gogeta, he's usually like second best on the team defensively, but it's like, you know, I have to rely on the medium chance to dodge, which is brutal. His defense is good, but it gets solid enough to tank after he super attacks. So Int Gogeta in slot 1 can be tricky. AGL Gogeta, same thing, you know, he has a medium chance to dodge. It just leads to a lot of issues, right, where it's not super easy to be able to get it done. So I'm going to keep working on that. Obviously, once we get the remake for the STR Vegito type unit for Fusion of the Gogeta, like, it's going to take me, I'll beat it in literally like 1 try or 2 tries or something like that. But we'll see. All right, so Janemba, let me get Janemba fully easy. I already do have him at full level 10 links, right? So here, let me just go ahead and pull him up. I already have Janemba at full level 10 links and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'll give him some equips or something like that. We'll go ahead and move in now to the full level 10 link showcase on him. I'll do one for Int Janemba as well, and then I might have to do like a direct comparison video between who is better, because it's very disappointing that this STR Janemba is not better than he is. Like, he's super good, his EZA is really good, but he's not even like clearly better than Int Janemba, which is insane. So all right, I'll get this guy all the way easy 8 and stuff like that, and we'll move into level 10 link showcase next. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.